It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A kangaroo with a joey in her pouch has been shot through the chest with a sports arrow and left to die on the grounds of Morisset Hospital. The sickening incident happened last Wednesday afternoon and is being investigated by the RSPCA. The Herald reports rangers were forced to euthanise the roo the following day. It follows a similar attack at Muswellbrook earlier this month. Hunter councils are concerned about the cost of keeping the region's streetlights on, with Cessnock Council set to take action tonight. Council plans to write to the state government, calling for an urgent reform of street lighting, amid fears ratepayers could soon lose control over the utility. Director of Works and Infrastructure, Justin Fitzpatrick-Barr, says action needs to be taken while the electricity network remains in public hands.
While it's in public hands at the moment, there's still space for political intervention, and getting in place some service agreements is one of those things we'd be looking at having taken place prior to privatisation.
Newcastle police are investigating an incident at Cooks Hill earlier this morning involving a group of 5 men armed with a knife. They went to a unit in Parkway Avenue at 1 a.m. and threatened the 2 women and man who lived there before making off with cash and personal items. Police say they're all known to each other. The Newcastle Community Consultative Committee on the Environment is holding a free community workshop tonight at Cooks Hill so residents can learn more about air quality in the Hunter. The free workshop is being held at the WEA Laboratory in Lehman Street with 3 sessions at 5:30, 6:30 and 7:30, including demonstrations of the science behind air quality monitoring in New South Wales. EPA Hunter Region Manager Adam Gilligan says it's important for residents to be engaged with the issue.
It's really quite positive if we can get people involved in understanding what the air quality trends are and use their interest and involvement to help us guide the way we manage air quality impacts into the future.
A grant of almost $4 million has been awarded to a Newcastle University research team to improve dementia care. The study, spanning across a number of sites, will explore dementia's prevalence as the Australian population ages. Professor Kichu Nair says more needs to be done to unlock the triggers and impacts of dementia.
We have an aging population, so dementia is predominantly a disease of aging, and so far it has been the caring side of dementia has been relatively not researched properly. So this is very important. As a clinician, when I talk to patients with dementia and the carers, I realize there are a lot of unmet needs.
And the state government has earned more than $30 million from properties it sold in the Hunter over the past 4 years. Among the 6 properties sold, the so-called Glasshouse building in Newcastle's Wharf Road sold for almost $15 million. During the same period, the government bought just 1 new building.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club, Fishing Expo, September 13.
Newcastle Knights interim coach Danny Badiris has named an unchanged lineup for the team's first match in Melbourne since last year's tragic Alex McKinnon incident. Joseph Tarpany has been added to an extended bench, with winger James McManus to remain on the sideline to undergo further tests for a head knock. Badiris says success starts in training.
The mindset and the process we're doing is just creating an environment to have a win, and whenever they train, wherever they get together, to walk off and feel like they've achieved something.
Opal's veteran Susie Batkovich has committed to a 4th Olympic campaign next year and is hopeful fellow Hunters junior Katie Ebzery will be alongside her. Batkovich and Ebzery both played significant roles in Australia's clean sweep over New Zealand in the 2-game Oceania Championships. And finally, all eyes will be on Newcastle Jets recruit Andy Brennan, who is set to make his debut tonight against Victorian Premier League side Bentley Greens at Kingston Heath. That's Sport, I'm Rhys Wicks.
2 NURFM News Time 26 to 9.